Hello there, my name is Sophie and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to do a little driving update video because I started learning to drive in September and what we are now, September, October, November, December, January. So it's been 5 months and I've made a couple of videos but I haven't really updated since. So I thought I'd talk about that. So I think I've had 11 lessons now. I've hit the 20-hour mark. I'm at a point where I've nearly like 4 out of 5 on most of the basics. I can drive to a nearby city and back basically on my own. Roundabouts are still a bit daunting. So yeah, confident on like driving to and from places. Working on manoeuvres, which is like the bay parking and parallel parking and 3-point turns and reversing around a corner and stuff like that. I think I've done all 4 of those actually. I'm still really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying going out for lessons. I do really like driving. I think the biggest update is probably now that me and, well, my mum has been going out with me in my car and we've been going on lots of practice drives, which has been really useful. We kind of drive out to the village where my granddad lives, practicing going across the crossroads, and then we do this little country road route back, and we tested my car going uphill, which was a bit of a push, but yeah, feeling really good about it. Last night I even drove in the dark, which doesn't sound like it would be a big thing. It's just so different, and I've had 90% of my lessons during the morning. Like most of my lessons were at 9 AM and then I've had one lesson where it was starting to get dark at the end, but driving in full on dark is something I'm glad I've done. And now, because we just drove to my dad's, like the drive itself was easy, the challenging bit was that it was in the dark, but yeah, now that I've done it once we can practice more, which is good. I think the next stage, so obviously I'm going to carry on having my lessons. I've not booked a test yet, so I don't have like an end date or a date to work towards. I think we're slowly getting there. We're kind of slowly filling up all the boxes. Once we've finished all the manoeuvres and making sure everything else is there, it will just be test routes and practicing for a test, which is exciting and good. It's a couple of weeks ago, me and Mum went out driving and I put some music on. And I didn't realise how much of an impact having music on while you're driving can have. Originally when I started learning and when I'd had a few lessons, I was aiming for end of February, early March to take my test. At this point, if I wanted to do my test then, I'd have to book it like today. So realistically, it's probably going to be another month on that. So maybe late March, early April, and maybe even later than that. But no, generally I feel quite confident driving now. It's weird to think that 5 months ago I would have gotten a car and I wouldn't even know what pedal to press to start the car, and now I can quite confidently drive from A to B. I do feel confident in the car. I feel confident in the car when there are other sensible drivers around. If I'm on a roundabout and it gets busy and then the car stalls, then I panic a bit. Sometimes I do still get a bit panicky in the car, but my instructor is so good at just handling that, and I've gotten quite good at, if I do panic to the point where the car stalls, I just turn it off, turn it on again and go. So that bit's fine. It's just getting to the point where I stall and where everything goes wrong. I think the only thing I wish I'd done differently is I wish I hadn't booked my theory test so early on, because I think I would have been so much more confident and I would have done better in my theory test if I'd waited till I had a few more lessons, because all of it's starting to really cement in my brain now, whereas before I was learning theory without having the practical side to reinforce everything that I was learning. It's weird to have spent 22 years of my life completely relying on other people to learn to get from A to B and to drive me places or to be driven places or to catch a bus or a train or whatever, and now I can like see in my near future that I will have the freedom to, if I want to go to the Tesco's across town or the Asda in a different town, I can just go rather than having to wait for someone to have a free weekend and make a trip out of it. I can just get up and go. Yeah, I think goals in driving for this year obviously is to pass my test. I would like to buy a fairly new car, but the main issue with that is money, and it always will be. I think I like my car and it's a good little car, mechanically it's okay, but if I was to drive down to Bournemouth to see my sister, I wouldn't trust that car to get me there and back. And I think if I got a car on finance, like a fairly new car, if not a new car on finance, then I know it would last me years, and it'd be like playing the long game. It would be expensive for now, but it would be worth it in the long run. It's just going to be nice to have that skill, to have that license, and to have that freedom. I'm very excited about it. Should I make more of these videos? I don't know if they're a bit pointless without going through, like, I could keep like a diary of what I learn about in each lesson, but I feel like that would be a bit boring because it's not like it would be of any benefit to anyone. But it's nice to document, especially because my circumstances are a little bit unusual. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you do want me to make another one of these videos and you have any questions or topics you want me to address, leave them in the comments below and I'll use them if and when I film another one. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!